Hey, traders, and welcome back. It has been a while since I've made a video, and I want to apologize, especially to the new subscribers on my website. But the fact of the matter is, I'm not really trading that much, and I've actually been kind of quote unquote stuck in a couple of trades that I still believe in, but have been taking a while to play out. So I wanted to start off with a couple of things here. Let's start off with Bloomberg, and we had our first look at Powell today, and I want to talk about that just quickly here. Let me shut this up because it's got a blare in my ear. It's so annoying. Um, so we had a first look at Powell and his attitudes today, and inflation goal designed to give us room to cut rates. He's still talking right now, but Powell says strong outlook to production, Fed to review rate hike path. So basically, he is exactly what I thought he would be. He actually released the speech 90 minutes before he actually made the speech. You can go and watch it right now if you really want to. But he's exactly what I thought. Oh gosh, I hate these commercials. They're so annoying. They just blast in your ear. Anybody have hearing problems? I do. And when I'm wearing a headset and these commercials just come on and just blast in my ear, it drives me nuts. In any event, I want to talk about him. So he's answering questions right now, which is fine and dandy and everything. I'm just going to mute that. But basically, he's exactly what I thought he was going to be. And that is the opposite. Not exactly the opposite, but thank God, the old lady Yellen, dove from hell, is gone. She was an absolute nightmare. I am going to go so far as to say history, mark my words, in 5, 10, maybe 10 years from now, at the very most, history is going to record Janet Yellen and her cohorts as the ones that destroyed the U.S. economy with quantitative easing. Everybody is thinking she's a hero right now, but I think that, yes, I know it's been 7 years since the financial collapse, but you just can't print money and skyrocket your your country's debt with eventually not having to pay that piper. And unfortunately, this poor sod right here, Jerome Powell, who is left to do the cleanup of literally trillions of dollars of quantitative tightening. So I feel really sorry for him, but in the same token, I'm actually very encouraged because I think he's the right man for the job. I think he has a. If you study anything about Jerome Powell, you'll find out he's not an academic. And most Fed members are academics. And he is not. He's a successful businessman and not like Trump, a reality TV show millionaire. This guy actually knows how to run corporations and companies. Do a little bit of homework on him. He's a very competent businessman. So I think they're talking right now be more normal to balance sheet levels in 3, 4, 5 years. He's saying it's going to take 3, 4, 5 years to get the balance sheet of the Fed to be more normalized. And I think he's a good man for the job. But in the same token, there's trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars that the have to be unwound, and trillions and trillions and trillions. I think I'm over exaggerating there. I think it's about a trillion, hundreds of billions of dollars that have to be unwound in quantitative tightening. But you get the idea. I think he's a good man for the job. I think he's going to do a good thing for the job. But the thing I want you guys to kind of keep in mind here is there will be no more safety net, okay? And I think the market is eventually going to price that in, because that's what Yellen did. Yellen provided a safety net for Wall Street. Right? No matter how high the market went, nothing's going wrong with the safety net as long as the links are kept wide enough. But the U.S. kids are in dire poverty. That's actually a funny cartoon because it kind of sums up everything I believe is going to eventually happen. I think that the big fat cats are going to be caught in a net, and the kids are going to go straight through it. So, that being said, enough talk. I think Powell might be able to tighten up this noose a little bit, but I do think ultimately, I think that today's children are going to have to pay a very, 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 very heavy price for all this debt that everybody seems to think is such a great idea. So, that being said, let's talk about some trades that I have posted inside my StockTwits account, because I want to stay consistent with being the most transparent educator on the internet. So, going back to my original post here, I was shorting the euro all the way back. This is why I haven't been posting very much. I short the euro going all the way back. I actually added to it on February 20th. Let's go back here. I short the euro in this video here. Okay. You can go and watch this video. That was February 16th, and I actually added to the trade. So let's actually go and look at the market on February 16th when I short the euro. There you go. This is when I short the euro, right up here. February 15th was actually when I put the trade on. And you can see we're at 2,500. We're already down almost $2. I think this has still further to go. I think we're going to retest the 120, 105 level. I actually covered the entire trade here because I had such a big size on this trade. And again, you can actually go and see when I added to the trade, I had massive, massive size on that trade. And that trade actually turned out to be a really nice winner for the month. 2.5% on large size. Actually, I say I took off half here. In actuality, I did cover the whole trade. I think it's going to go lower, but I'm actually going to add to the trade on any pullback if we get it. But it doesn't look like we're going to get it. I was actually watching the 120. I was watching the 22.55 level, where I'd like to add to this euro trade, but I think I'm wrong now, is I'd like to add to it around this level right here. So I want to get back in at 22.57 if I get a chance. I don't think I am going to get a chance. I think I kind of screwed this trade up. I think we're going to blow through that, but you never know. I plan on adding back in. I'm actually out of the trade in completeness now. It took a lot longer. The net profit, just so you know, because this was half, was about 5% to my account. So a beautiful month so far with 5% profit. And as far as other trades going on, I do have another trade going on. Yesterday I scalped TRP and ERB. I was short TransCanada Pipe and I was long ERB. And you can say I made about a 0.31% profit. I made 5 cents on TRP, 29 cents on ENRB. But I do have this trade open right now, HES DVN. Let's go take a look at that. HES. I am short HES against DVN, Devon Energy. DVN. And this trade is, I'm long Devon and I'm short HES with an average price. This trade ain't working out too well for me yet, but I'm still confident that it will. It's looking a lot better today. I got short DVN around HES around this level, and actually it was short around this level, and I was long DVN off of this low that you see here. This red line is DVN. It's represented as a percentage, but I was long DVN. So the trade is still a little bit underwater, but big improvement today. Big improvement, right? The only side that the only side that's not improving, so that trade's working out very, very, very well. So that's why I haven't been posting. This trade went against me a little bit more than I wanted it to. And the Euro trade took a little bit longer. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Getting quickly back to Powell. Oh, there is one other trade I have open, Bitcoin. And my average price on Bitcoin is about, let me just get rid of this. I'm still short Bitcoin. My average price is about 97.37. I actually was about break even on the trade, and it kind of bounced on me here. And I think this is really interesting. I'm actually really surprised it's strong today because there's actually a story out on Bloomberg where the founder of Bitcoin is going to jail for fraud. So we'll have to see how that plays out. I still believe this. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin short. I still think we're going to retest this level at 69.51, but I don't see that happening in the next day or two. I think that's something that's going to take probably about a month or 2 months to kind of play out. But it's a huge return, right? It's going to be an amazing return when it happens. So it's a longer term trade. Okay, that's about it. What else? That's it. Those are all my trades. Nice trade review. Little talk about Powell. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, and bye for now.